Thank you. Please be seated. This is the 5 a.m. calendar on December 13th, 2025. Orders are given on the first of the month regarding the taking of DNA and fingerprints. Those orders remain in effect today. What that means for you in the courtroom is this: not every single one of you has to give your DNA or your fingerprints. If you have to do that, those orders will be on your paperwork. My name is Commissioner Beck. I'm here to do a few things for you. Number one, I'm here to let you know why you're here. Number two, if you might be released. Number three, if you're going to be assigned an attorney. The vast majority of you will be assigned an attorney, which leads to my number one rule. Please don't talk about the facts of your case. Anything you say or do can be used against you. Everything in the courtroom is video recorded, so please don't talk about the facts of your case unless it's with your attorney. Second, I'm sure you'll have a lot of questions for me. Unfortunately, I'm not your legal counsel, so I can't answer legal questions for you, so please save those types of questions for your attorney. Finally, you're going to be hearing about lots of different dates and different types of release conditions. You don't have to memorize all that stuff. All that information is going to be on your paperwork. That's why it's important to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it. If you end up missing a court date or you don't follow a written court order, you could just end up back here. When I see you in the courtroom and tell you about those release conditions, I'm only going to tell you about some of them, not every single one of them. For a complete listing of your release conditions, please refer to your paperwork. Here's how the morning's going to work. I'm going to call two names. First name I call is going to come in the courtroom and stand in front of me at the podium. Second name I call is going to sit on that chair next to the door. And then we're going to keep on cycling through until the calendar is finished. I'm now going to read the victim's rights advisement. If you're the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you're advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defense attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you've not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Could I please get Kyle Haley to the podium? Travis Hicks to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Kyle Haley, June 24th, 1997.
Thank you. You are here today on a failure to appear warrant, Superior Court new case, and a Superior Court grand jury warrant. Let me start with your failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is going to be December 18 in the downtown Superior Court. I'm affirming the bond set by your judge. It's a $2,500 cash bond. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial services. But sir, you're also here on a Superior Court new case and a grand jury warrant. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for taking the identity of another, Class 4 felony, theft, a Class 1 misdemeanor, refusal to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor. I found probable cause and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 18, 19, and 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. Because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while you're out on release for another felony offense, you're going to be held non-bondable at this time. So please don't try to pay that other bond. You also have a Superior Court grand jury warrant. Grand jury's found probable cause to hold you on taking the identity of another Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. These are alleged to have occurred back on July 28th of 2024. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date on this is December 19 in the downtown Superior Court. Same situation, because it's been alleged that you committed this offense while on release for another offense, you're also being held non-bondable on your grand jury warrant. Want to please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Travis Hicks to the podium. Joseph Mason to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
This is Travis Hicks, 5/31/84.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for 2 counts of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, 1 count of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, Class 4 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 18 and December 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $75,000. If you're able to bond out, you'll be on supervised release. You're going to have an electronic ankle monitor. Also, if you bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If there are any orders of protection put out against you, you have to follow those orders. And you cannot live with the alleged victims, even if you're the owner or renter of the property, and you may have no contact with the victims whatsoever through any means, including electronically or through third parties, even if they contact you first. You're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. Finally, please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Joseph Mason to the podium. M.A. Matata to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
No, Joseph Lee Mason, 6/8/85.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case and 3 probation violation warrants. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for theft, a Class 5 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 18 and December 22nd in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $10,000. You also have 3 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning counsel. Your next court date is December 18 for all 3 of those. Finding probable cause on new Term 1 violations as to each probation violation warrant. You have bonds of $500, $500. Each one of your probation violation warrants has a $500 secured appearance bond.
Okay.
If you're able to bond out on all of your matters, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, you cannot drive any type of motor vehicle, and you must contact your PO within 24 hours because you're on intensive probation services.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it possible to request a bond reduction?
Sir, at this time, no, but the next time you're going to be able to do that is going to be on December 18th.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. M.A. Matata to the podium. Christian Escada to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
M.A. Matata, January 1st, 1992.
Thank you. You're here today on a Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 18 and December 22nd in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $10,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, and you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. So please step to your left for your paperwork, sir.
So,
Did you?
This is my first. How's the bond works?
We'll try to.
Okay.
Christian Escada to the podium. Shay Sakeva to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Cristian Isaac Esqueda, January 12th, 2002.
Thank you. You're here today on 3 failure to appear warrants. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date is going to be December 18 for all 3 cases. You have secured appearance bonds of $500, $500, and $1,000, so total $2,000 secured appearance. If you're able to bond out on all 3 matters, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you got to contact your PO within 3 days. Why don't you please step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Shay Sakiva to the podium. Ashley Mendez to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Shayla Sakiva, 1494.
Thank you. You're here today on the Superior Court new case and 2 probation violation warrants. Let me talk to you about your new case. You've been arrested for fraudulent schemes and artifices, a Class 2 felony, possession of dangerous drugs for sale, a Class 4 felony. I'm not finding probable cause as to the dangerous drugs for sale. I am finding probable cause on the fraudulent schemes and artifices, so I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 18 and December 22 in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. You also have 2 probation violation warrants. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date is December 18 for both of those. I'm affirming the bond set by a probation violation judge. First one is $100, second one is $100, so total $1,200 secured appearance.
Sir.
Let me finish up first. If you're able to bond out, you're not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Did you have a question for me?
I just got into a sobriety place, and I lost my probation's number, and I've been homeless all this time.
So there's going to be numbers to probation on your new paperwork. And so that's why I tell you at the beginning to make sure to keep your paperwork and save it. Don't lose it because it has all those numbers. So go ahead and contact them if you're able to bond out, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Ashley Mendez to the podium. Darian Daniel to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Ashley Mendez, 11/12/1989.
Thank you. You're here today on a failure to appear warrant. I'm not assigning you a new attorney. You're going to go back to your original attorney. Your next court date's December 18 in the downtown Superior Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $1,000. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Most important thing, if you bond out, you have to contact your PO within 3 days. Please step to your left for your paperwork. Darian Daniel to the podium. Miguel Barrera to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Darian Daniel, 03/10/1991.
Thank you. You're here today on a municipal court new case. You've been arrested for assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 22nd at the El Mirage City Court, setting a secured appearance bond of $250. If you're able to bond out, you can't go back to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If there are any orders of protection put out against you, you have to follow those orders. You cannot live with the alleged victim, even if you're the owner or renter of the property. And you're warned that a violation of a no victim contact order can lead to a Class 6 felony. Sir, do you understand that if you bond out, you can't have contact with the victim, and do you live with them?
No.
Okay. So again, you have a $250 secured appearance bond, and you have these list of conditions. Your next court date is December 22nd at the El Mirage City Court.
Can I make that bond myself?
You don't have access to your property, so you're going to have to call someone to bond you out.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Please step to the left for your paperwork. Miguel Barrera to the podium. Robert Giacinto to the chair, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Miguel Barrera, April 5th, 1995.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 17 at the Hasayampa Justice Court. I'm going to reduce your bond down to $100. If you're able to bond out, you're just not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Okay. If you want to please step to your left for your paperwork. Robert Giacinto to the podium. Vanessa Delgadillo to the chair, please. Robert?
Yes.
Name and date of birth, please. Name and date of birth, please.
Robert Giuseppe, 5470.
Thank you. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 17 at the North Mesa Justice Court. I'm going to reduce your bond down to $50.
I can't hear you, Your Honor.
All right. Are you hard of hearing?
Yeah, now I am, yeah.
Get his headphones. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, sir. You're here today on a justice court warrant. I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court date's December 17 at the North Mesa Justice Court. I'm going to reduce your bond down to $50. If you're able to bond out, you're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. If you want to go ahead and step to your left for your paperwork, sir. Vanessa Delgadillo to the podium. Name and date of birth, please.
Vanessa Delgadillo, August 27, 1988.
Thank you. You're here today in the Superior Court new case. You've been arrested for unlawful failure to return rented property, a Class 5 felony. I found probable cause, and I'm assigning you an attorney. Your next court dates are December 29 and December 31 in the downtown Superior Court. Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you today. There's some conditions to your release. You're going to be on supervised release. You can't go back to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. You cannot return to any U-Hauls. Do you understand all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to follow all these conditions?
Yes.
Do you promise to appear on December 29 and December 31 in the downtown Superior Court?
Yes.
Do you understand if you don't show up, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest?
Yes.
Upon your promise to appear, I'll be releasing you to the supervision of pretrial services. Ma'am, it's your responsibility to call pretrial services. You have to call them on Monday during normal business hours. If you fail to call pretrial services, you could end up back here. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Please step to your left for your paperwork. I have to visit 3 individuals back in their cell. They pose a risk of harm to themselves or to others. Lucero Cortez, date of birth 4/1/1997, here on a Superior Court new case. Arrested for robbery, Class 4 felony, assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, resisting arrest, Class 1 misdemeanor, refusal to give a true name, Class 2 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates are December 18 and 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. Setting secured appearance bond of $5,000. If he's able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Detriel Draper, date of birth 3/23/2004, here on our probation violation warrant. I'm assigning counsel. Next court dates December 18th in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $500. If he's able to bond out, he's not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Must contact his PO within 3 days. James Brumley, date of birth 6/2/1977, here on the Superior Court new case. Arrested for disorderly conduct with a weapon, Class 6 felony, assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. I found probable cause. I'm assigning him an attorney. Next court dates are December 18 and December 22nd in the downtown Superior Court. Setting a secured appearance bond of $25,000. If he's able to bond out, pretrial services supervision with the electronic ankle monitoring. Cannot return to the scene of the crime. No contact with any victim or witness. Not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. Must obey any orders of protection. Cannot live with the alleged victim. And can have no contact with the alleged victim whatsoever. After I visit with these individuals back in their cell, if found to make any changes to their release conditions, I'll come back on the record to make those changes. Number 5, Tabarak Khalaf, date of birth 2/25/2001, is back in LBJ in a psych facility. I visited with her over Teams. She's here on a Superior Court arrest warrant. Probable cause was previously found for 2 counts of aggravated assault, Class 4 felonies, alleged to have occurred back on June 11th, 2025. I'm assigning counsel. Her next court dates are December 18th and December 22nd in the Downtown Superior Court, affirming the cash bond of $1,000. If she's able to bond out, not to return to the scene of the crime, no contact with any victim or witness, not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, must obey her order of protection, must contact her PO within 3 days. This will now conclude the 5 a.m. calendar.
Did you really? How did that happen?
I wasn't home.
About the phone?
And I get home, and they're sitting there, all already gone. And
How rude.
got 9 dogs, 1 buddy, 2 people. And they're not little. The guy is like 6'5", and like 6 feet.
What was your phone?
Oh, yeah. I got back around 7:30.
Yeah.
I was letting them, crazy whatever they're doing. My wife's sister, the other sister was there with her.
That's kind of, it's kind of rough going within your entire house and, every weekend.
I was like, I paid $14 after I got back out. Uncle helped me and my wife and kids and dogs for like a year.
Yeah.
So here it is. I'm talking.
It's your turn.
My turn. Of course, it's past.
That's crazy, man.
Life is crazy.
Isn't it crazy how life works?
Yeah. I just got the house like a week ago.
And look at that.
And then they burned the house down and needless to say. I'm sure they'll be there a little bit.
It's probably gonna be a while, huh?
And they're not the kind of people who train their dogs.
Are they inside?
They sleep with the dogs.
That's kind of terrible.
So like my upstairs loft has a bunch of those big dogs. The downstairs has all of the little ones.
Honestly, I would be upset about that. I would be a little upset about the conversation.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is completely untrained to, like, you would take him outside, and he could be outside for hours. He will not use the bathroom once, but he would just come inside. He's pooping pee everywhere. Remember when I took care of him when he was in the hospital?
No.
Everywhere. And when he was little, he used to be excited when he saw people. And I remember one time, one time I was laying in bed at a table for team rest, and he like stood up on the bed and he was so excited. All of it was like my comforter.
No.
I was like, oh my God, sir. He doesn't do that anymore, but now he does. I would be so upset.
It's like, you wait.
Extremely upset.
I'm trying to dig through my fake grass and digging up all the rocks in my head.
No, really, obviously, that's kind of like that.
It was only the evening, so I guess they're going through it.
But yeah, like,
So they were
I'm sure they are.
Almost with her mom, but her mom had like.
I'm sure, did they ask? I'm sure your wife said yes.
Yeah, I watched them before the sun.
But still, that's kind of,
She's not me, but she did that on purpose.
yeah.
I was not. What do you mean?
Well, they do that, but
I have to be able to sleep.
mm-hmm.
I was.
Yeah, that would probably, if somebody was like offering me something to see, regardless if it was family or something, especially if they decided to house, I would like not bring my $30 over. They will keep my brother's dog in the kennel when they're not home.
Yeah.
Just because he will tear the house.
Good news.
How many people did you have on this project? Yeah.
Two people present and six video calls.
I'm gonna be being nice, you're not required to do this. But I'm making the best plan.
So,
This is all I'm trying to do. This is Sean. I don't even know who's in there, I'm doing this, someone I know, I'm gonna work with.
I'm working.
I did, I was that wrong. I think with the white I don't know why they're like, are you getting paid? Are you getting paid?
Not that close to Christmas, with nobody wants to come to work.
No, literally. Remember how stacked we were last week?
Yeah.
Way too many. So remember how we were highlighted in or out for you to stay or go to home?
Yeah.
Honestly, right now it's fine. Oh my God. Nobody. No, yeah. Thank you.
Is that work?
Huh?
Is that work?
Yeah.
Should be here shortly now. Will be coming. The judge should be here in a little bit. He's finally coming. He's finally coming. Yeah.
Did you put these in a specific order? Are these in a specific order, Garcia? Or did you just leave them out?
Numbers order.
Oh, I totally messed them up.
That's fine.
Number order wasn't gonna help you anyway.
Yeah, some of those.
You could tell them that.
All rise.
We'll figure it out.
All rise.
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you. Who was here before me? Huh? No, who was here before me? It's everything is all, wacky.
Have fun. Oh, my God. Hey, you guys need to sit down. No, you're good.
Okay, good. I'm gonna do this thing. All right. All right, good morning, everyone. This is the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar for December 13th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar as well. Before we get started, I'm also going to read the victim rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before the court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, the right to a speedy trial, the right to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by defendant or defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes decision on release, negotiation of a plea, and scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. And if I could start off with Raul Rodriguez Sanchez, come to the podium, please. And if I can have Trumaine New come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Raul Rodriguez Sanchez, 09/21/07.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on two different matters. The first is a bench warrant, number 13 on the calendar. It's a bench warrant out of the Superior Court, Maricopa County Superior Court, for 2 counts of armed robbery, 3 counts of aggravated robbery, 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 2 counts of robbery. The court has appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th at 8:30 a.m. Let me go back, and when reading your counts, it's 2 counts of armed robbery, both as Class 2 felonies, 3 counts of aggravated robbery, all 3 as Class 3 felonies, 2 counts of ag assault with a deadly weapon, those are Class 3 felonies, and 2 counts of robbery, those are all Class 4 felonies. Again, your next court date is a status conference on December 18th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, this matter does again stem from a warrant request, and your release conditions, and pursuant to that warrant, the previous judicial officer has issued an amount, has ordered a bond amount in the amount of $25,000 cash only. I'm going to go ahead and affirm that bond amount at this point. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was already on bond for that case. I already had paid $25,000 to get out, and the reason I have a warrant was because I missed my court date, and the reason I missed it was because there was 2 separate cases, and I was on the way to the court, and they had pushed my court dates back like 4 times. So on the way to the court, we called, me and my mom, because I go with my mom. We called, and the people up there, they said that they pushed it back, but they were talking about my case number 1. So I talked to my probation officer and all of them, and my probation officer even gave me time because we knew I had a warrant for my arrest, and she was trying to give me time because she knew I wasn't trying to go on the run or nothing. I had my ankle monitor on, and she was just trying to give me time to contact my lawyer, and my lawyer wasn't answering. So, I'm just letting you know that it was just like a miscommunication for that warrant.
It seems that it's something that could be cleared up. I don't have, in order for it to be cleared up, I don't have that kind of information in front of me right now. So when you get to court the next time with your attorney, I think you can provide this information to the next judge that you're going to see, the next judicial officer, and if that's in fact what's going on, what's happening is true, as what you're saying, I'm sure that next judge will take that into consideration. If you've already posted this bond and
yeah, I posted it, and it was a lot of money.
Case,
yeah.
Then I'm sure the next judge will see that and take your explanation into weight and see whether or not that moves the needle. Again, I can't confirm with your attorney. I can't confirm with your PO at this time. So the failure to appear warrant will stand for now, and on the 18th you can readdress it.
The 18th of what?
Of this month, in about 5 days.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be taking the court in about 5 days. Your next matter is number 14 on the calendar. That's for 1 count. That stems from the Maricopa County Superior Court as another bench warrant. That's for 1 count of burglary, a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this case, although it appears that you may have one already. Again, your next court date is a status conference on December 18th. December 18th, just like your previous matter, both matters are going to start running together.
So both of my cases are going to be together?
Yes.
Okay.
They're going to be running together at the same time. They're not going to be consolidated. You'll have 2 different trials and that kind of thing, but they're just running together in terms of time. Again, for this matter, number 14 on the calendar, I'm going to go ahead and affirm the bond in the amount of $25,000. I think it is on this matter that you posted the bond, not on the other one.
Yeah, no, I got out on bond on both.
Okay.
With both charges. That's why it's like, do I have to pay another $25,000 to get out again?
It's just, I see the bond on the 2nd. Did you put a bond together on, like, this month?
My first time getting arrested was for the robberies, the 10 felonies, and that's the bond that I posted for 25,000. And then I got recharged for old charges, and I posted bond 2 weeks ago for those old charges.
For the burglary? I'm still showing it as an active. When was this issued?
I was out on jets both times.
Yeah, it says this matter was issued, this bond, the bond in this matter for the 25,000 cash only was issued after any alleged posting of any previous bond. So again, I don't have that kind of information. The warrant is still active. So I'm going to go ahead and affirm the prior judge's ruling on this warrant, the 25 for each case. You'll be seeing this judge again in about 5 days.
So I have to pay another 25,000 to get out?
If you've already, I don't know. I mean, it says that you posted a bond, and then a few days later, this warrant was issued on this case. You see what I mean? So there's something else that transpired in the meantime that I'm not seeing. So you're going to, I mean, if you posted it, and then a warrant was issued. So it wasn't like, there was a warrant issued, you posted it, and, now there's a mix-up. So I'm seeing the warrant issued a couple of days after this bond was supposedly posted.
Yeah, so even if it was like a miscommunication from the court, because they're the ones that told me that it was pushed back, but but me and my mom think was that they said that it was pushed back because they were talking about the other case. The new case didn't pop up, and that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know what I can do.
As far as I can see, both warrants are still active. So I'm just going to go ahead and affirm the warrants and affirm the release conditions set by the previous judicial officer. You're going to have a chance to. I mean, I know 25,000 is a lot of money, so you're going to have a chance to go ahead and address these release conditions again in about 5 days.
So in 5 days, I can figure something out. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, you'll be able to talk to the next judge and maybe figure something out instead of having to repost bond.
All right.
If I can have you step to your left, please. You'll get a copy of all this paperwork. Tremaine Yu, if I can have Tremaine Yu come to the podium, please. And if I can have Desiree Perry come to the chair next to the door.
Right here, sir.
All right. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Tremaine Alexander New, 42885.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for 1 count of ag assault, a Class 4 felony, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Both of those are Class 1 misdemeanors. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, December 18th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. That's going to be followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd at 8:30 a.m. also in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post that bond before you are released, you are also to be fitted with a electronic monitoring device, also known as an ankle bracelet. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. You're not to go back to the scene of the crime. not to have any contact with the alleged victims in this matter. Do you and your girlfriend live at the same address? That's what I understand.
We did, but she's not there anymore. Like, she's not on the lease, so she left. So I was just wondering if I was gonna be able to go back to my house.
So what I'm showing is of the date of the offense is yesterday, December 12th. She was still there.
Oh, I was told she had left.
Okay. So I'm going to order that you find an alternative residence. I mean, if she's left, I'm going to order for now that you find an alternative residence, but I am going to give you what's called a civil standby order. So what that is you contact local law enforcement and you make an appointment time to meet them there so you can grab some of your stuff before you go to an alternative residence. That's and these release conditions are going to be in effect until the next time you see a judicial officer. I mean, if your circumstances have changed in the next 5 days or so, you know that you're on the lease, she's not, and she's moved out, then please bring that to the attention of the next judge, so then he or she may be able to amend your release conditions.
So I can't go home until that day?
Correct. I mean, you'll have to post bond, first and foremost. That's a $10,000 secured appearance bond. Then you got to get fitted for an ankle bracelet or electronic monitoring device. And then upon that being done, then you could go, then you'll have to find another residence until you see another judge on the 18th.
Okay.
All right, there are some additional release conditions that I have not gone over, but all of which you're going to get a copy of here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Desiree Perry, please. And if I can have Katie Valdivieso come to the chair next to the door. All right. Good morning, ma'am. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Desiree Perry, 102901.
Thank you very much. Ms. Perry, you're here on two matters. The first is number 20 on the calendar. That is a new case stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I did found probable cause to exist as to this count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, the court has also ordered that you be fitted with an electronic monitoring device before you are released from jail. There are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm going to go over some of them. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime. You can't have any contact with the alleged victim. And you are also to find an alternative residence as well.
I already did.
In addition to all that, I am going to give you one civil standby order. So if you have any personal items, any items at all left in the other residence, you are able to contact local law enforcement, schedule a time for them to meet you at your previous residence so you could pull out the rest of your stuff, or at least some of it, before moving to the your alternate residence. All right, a copy. I'm not going to go over the rest of your release conditions, but all of my orders are going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. Officer, sorry about that. If I could have you come back to the podium. You do have one more. There is another matter. It is a number 19 on the calendar. It is a warrant stemming from a justice court for one count of driving on suspended license as a misdemeanor and one count of failure to appear. also as a misdemeanor. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. In that matter, you have an arraignment hearing on December 17th at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be in the Arrowhead Justice Court. You're going to get a copy of that address and where to go as part of the paperwork here shortly. As to your release conditions in that matter, I have imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. $50, that's going to be a placeholder bond. In case you aren't able to make bond on the other matter, at least you'll be getting credit for the time that you're serving. Plus, it'll also guarantee the fact that you get transported to Arrowhead Justice Court and not just if you're still in custody. There are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of those as well, but you're going to get a copy of all of them for both matters here momentarily. Now, if you could step to your left. Thank you. Katie Valdiviso, please. And if I can have Christopher Solis come to the chair next to the door. And let me, ma'am, before we get started, let me apologize for mispronouncing your last name.
That's totally fine.
Okay, please give me your first name and date of birth. I mean, your full name and date of birth.
Katie Resendez Valdiviso, 9/24/07.
All right. Ma'am, you are here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of aggravated assault as a Class 3 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to this count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd. Both of those matters are going to be at 8:30 in the morning, and both are going to be in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000, $15,000. If you are able to post that bond, you must also be fitted with an electronic monitoring device before you're released from custody. Other release conditions include that you cannot go back to the scene of the alleged crime. You can have no contact with the alleged victim or any of the witnesses or complainants from the incident. You're not to possess any weapons, any drugs without prescription, consume any alcohol. And you must also find an alternative residence to stay. You cannot go back to the place where you live because you're an adult. I'm also issuing you one civil standby order, and what that is if you are able to make your release conditions, you can contact law enforcement and meet them, make an appointment to meet them at your previous residence.
I don't have money. Am I going to stay here for a while?
Your next court date, so let me finish on the civil, and then you could pull, the officers will help you or will allow you some time to take out your personal property, but, for your other residents. But if you are not able to post bond, your next court date is in about 5 days from today. And that's gonna be on December 18th. And then a judge will, if you want to readdress your release conditions at that point, you will be appointed an attorney, and you will be able to talk through him or her and address the court at that time.
Okay.
All right. A copy of all of your release conditions, including matters I haven't gone over, will be provided to you here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Thank you. Christopher Solis, and if I can have John Harper come to the chair next to the door.
Hello.
Good morning. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Christopher Daniel Solis, 4/19/77.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of a bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court is going to be affirming a previous bond set by a different judicial officer in the amount of $1,000. Should you be able to post your bond, there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them here with you today, but you are going to get a copy of all of them and all my release orders here in the paperwork you're about to receive momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I can have John Harper come to the podium, please.
I'm gonna move you guys out.
If I can have Christopher Fulton come to the chair next to the door, please. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
John Harper, 9/18/81.
9/18/81. Thank you very much, sir. You're here as a result of a bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has noticed the fact that your previous release conditions were pretrial services. That obviously those weren't enough to guarantee or assure your appearance at future court dates. So a previous judicial officer set a bond amount in the amount of $1,000. That's a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. I'm going to go ahead and affirm that previous bond set. Should you be able to post your bond, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but a copy of all of those release conditions and all my orders will be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left. Christopher Fulton, please, to the podium, and if I can have Jesse Ramirez come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Christopher Scott Fulton, and birthday's 2/11/86.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on two different matters. The first one is number 22 on the calendar. That's a family court matter. Stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court, family court warrant. It is obviously a warrant for child support, arrest warrant for that. The previous judge in that matter has already determined, hold on 1 second. Okay, has already set a bond in this case. It's a cash purge bond.
Okay.
In the amount of $1,000.
Okay.
$1,000 cash purge. You post it, and then you'll be released on this matter. If you don't, there's a return hearing set on December 18th at 10 a.m. before the judicial officer who set this family court judge who set this warrant.
Can I set that? Can I pay that myself today? I'm not sure how this works. I mean, I've had, if I may, I've had several court dates per this matter. It just got mixed up in the thing. I never missed any other court dates due to this matter. I've literally had 20 different ones.
If you post it, I'm sorry to speak over you, but if you do post it, if you post $1,000 cash, you should be released.
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. However.
Yeah, I just don't know how I do that, to be honest. I mean, I have cash in my bank account here. I mean, my wallet's here on property, but I don't know how I do that.
You should, I don't know if you can contact someone to help, a family member, a friend, that kind of thing.
Okay.
There's also one of the officers here, when they take you in the back, they'll also give you a list of bond companies.
Okay.
That you can contact. From my understanding, they accept collect calls. So
okay.
You can maybe make arrangements through them.
Okay.
There's also one other matter, that's number 21 on the calendar. It's an out-of-county warrant from the Pioneer Justice Court for 1 count of harassment and 1 count of disorderly, and both misdemeanors. To Justice Court, an attorney could be appointed to you at the next hearing. Your next hearing on that matter is an arraignment hearing on December 17th at 8:30 a.m. In the Pioneer Justice Court. The judge at the Pioneer Justice Court who issued the warrant also issued a bond in the amount of $256, and that's going to be cash only as well. There are some other release conditions that you must abide by on that matter, should you be able to post that bond. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to get a copy of everything here, the exact bond of cash only amounts and all your release condition and the paperwork here.
Is that something I can take care of here as well too, or I have to go?
No, I mean, if you contact that, again, if you contact somebody or a bond company, and they should be able to post it accordingly.
Okay.
And then you should be released as soon as the bond company or a friend, as soon as the sheriff's department gets notification that the bonds have been posted.
Okay, perfect.
All right. All right, very nice. If you can have you step to your left to get your paperwork as well. All right, if I can have Jesse Ramirez come to the podium, please. And if I can have Brian Mayer have a seat next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Jesse Ramirez, 5696.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here as a result of the Maricopa County Superior Court probation violation warrant. It is for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing on December 19th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your release conditions. A previous judicial officer has set a bond in your matter, and I'm going to go ahead and affirm it in the amount of $500. That's going to be a secured appearance bond. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them, but one of the ones I'd like to point out is the fact that if you are able to post your bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. A copy of all my release conditions is going to be handed to you here momentarily. If I can have you step to your... No, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. You have... No, you're right. You're right. If I can have you step to your left. Brian Mayer, please come to the podium, and if I can have Serenity McMurrin come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Brian Meyer, 21586.
Thank you very much. You're here as a result of a Superior Court probation violation warrant for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 19th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that you have violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. A previous officer, a judicial officer, has set bond in this matter in the amount of $250. I'm going to go ahead and affirm that bond. That's going to be a secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post the bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. There are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to get a copy of everything here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. If I can have Serenity McMurrin come to the podium, please, and Letitia Bradford come to the chair next to the door.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Serenity McMurrin, 2297.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you are here as a result of two different matters. The first is a new matter. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, so the first matter is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of possession of dangerous drugs for sale, Class 2 felony, one count of possession of dangerous drugs for personal possession, that's a Class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is December 29th. It's a little ways out, December 29th at 8:30 a.m., and followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st, New Year's Eve, also at 8:30 a.m., both in the downtown Superior Court. I reviewed the Form 4, the probable cause statement provided by law enforcement in this matter. I've also looked at your criminal history. I don't see any failures to appear, and I don't see any felony convictions. So, I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance on this matter, as long as you promise to this court that you are going to get to court on your own on December 29th.
Yeah.
Will you promise to do so?
Yes.
Okay. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but you're going to get a copy of all of those release conditions and all my orders here momentarily. Your other matter is number 4 on the calendar. It is also it's for an arrest warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is also a status conference, also on December 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, the court is taking into account that you may not have had actual notice, not just notice, actual notice of this matter. As such, I'm going to go ahead and release you on your own recognizance as to this matter as well. Now you have actual notice as to both matters. Additional release conditions will apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but you're going to get a copy of all my orders for both cases in your paperwork here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Thank you.
Letitia Bradford, please come to the podium. One second. That was a big sigh, Ms. Bradford. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Letitia Bradford, date of birth 4679.
Thank you very much. Ms. Bradford, you're here as a result of a new matter. It stems from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of possession of narcotics for sale, a Class 2 felony, one count of possession of narcotics for personal use, a Class 4 felony, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, one count of possession of prescription drugs for sale, a Class 1 misdemeanor. For some reason, they listed it as a Class 1 misdemeanor. And then one count of knowingly displaying fictitious plates, and that's a Class 2 misdemeanor. Now, as to all of your drug and drug-related offenses, this court has found that no probable cause exists. Therefore, I cannot hold you on those offenses. The only thing that this court has found probable cause to exist is the displaying of fictitious plates. And that's a misdemeanor in the court's eye. Now, as to the drug offenses and drug-related offenses, that doesn't mean that the case is dismissed. It just means that I haven't found probable cause as to those offenses. You still have to, I'm still going to set a future court date for you. You still have to go to that future court date that I'm going to talk to you about here momentarily. And then they can handle the case from there. But as far as this court is concerned, there's no PC probable cause as to drug and drug-related offenses. You know what? I'm gonna have to reprint this. Thanks everybody for your patience. All right, now, getting back to it, I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is December 29th at 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing to your status conference of December 31st, also at 8:30 in the morning, also in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, again, I found no probable cause as to the felony matters and just PC on the misdemeanor. As such, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance here today. As long as you promise to appear on your own on the 29th.
I will,
Okay.
because I didn't even have all of that. Thank you.
There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not gonna go over all of them with you. You're gonna get a copy of everything here in the paperwork shortly. If I can have you step to your left.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Tershawn Thomas, please. And if I can have Jeremy Kroll come to the chair next to the door. All right, good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Trayshawn Donquell Thomas, 8/15/1994.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here as a result of a new case stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It's for shoplifting as a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to this count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. I've reviewed the allegations related to the probable cause that I found. If I haven't already said so, for the shoplifting as a Class 6 felony, I did find probable cause to exist. Mr. Thomas, as long as you promise this court to appear on your own volition on the 29th, I will be releasing you here today on your own recognizance. Do you so promise?
Yes, sir.
All right, then you are.
I got holds though, so I ain't gonna be going nowhere.
You are hereby released.
You could release me on it though, that'd be great. So then when my holds are lifted, I could bond out on my other case.
Would you, one of the things I can do, if you'd like, so I don't know about your other matters. You're gonna be in custody for a while?
At least until January 5th. My community supervision ends.
Then let me do this. This is what I'm inclined to do, because you're going to be in custody until January 5th. If I put together a $50 placeholder bond, $50 placeholder bond, it'll do two things. Number one, it'll start giving you credit for your time served while you're in here pending your court date. And then number two, it'll make sure that since you're going to be in here anyway, that the Sheriff's Department transports you to court on the 29th for this matter.
All right, that's
now,
cool.
That could be, that $50 could be readily waived by another judicial officer. It's just a placeholder. Again, to give you credit, to start getting you some credit, so just in case, however this matter resolves, You'll have the credit for all this time served, plus, you know, plus we know for a fact you'll be transported. So I'm gonna go ahead and reprint. I'm gonna go ahead and reprint this. And I'm actually gonna put in the notes, placeholder bond.
Right.
So everybody knows that, you know, what this court's intent is, or was here today. Yeah. There are other release conditions that you must abide by should you be released on this matter, not to go back to the scene of the crime or have any contact with the alleged victims. The rest of your release conditions, I'm not going to go over. You're going to get a copy of everything here in writing. All right. If I could, you know what? You're going to have to wait 1 second for the paperwork. Okay. They're going to get it to you. All right. Thank you very much.
I'm taking the child report.
If I can have Jeremy Kroll, please come to the podium, and if I can have Jonathan Walker come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Jeremy Eden Pro, 13074.
13074. Okay. So you're here for a justice court warrant from the North Mesa Justice Court for one count of taking wildlife without a valid license. That's a misdemeanor.
Fishing without a license, yeah.
I've appointed an attorney to represent you. The previous court, I've appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment on December 18th at 1 p.m. in the North Mesa Justice Court. You know, I think a matter like this could be resolved pretty quickly if you show up, you attend and resolve it.
Yeah.
It may even be resolved in the same day. There was a bond amount that was issued by a previous judge. I'm going to overrule that. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that in terms of your release condition. The previous bond was $500. I'm not going to impose that here today.
Yeah.
As long as you this could be resolved pretty quickly in justice court. I used to be in private practice. This could be, as long as you promise to appear on your own recognizance, I will release you on your own recognizance.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. There are some additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you. You're going to get a copy of everything here today. But very important that you show up on the December 18th, because if you don't and you come back, then I will have to, or some other judicial officer will have to impose a bond to make sure that you go to court as you're supposed to. But I just think a matter like this should be resolved and can be resolved fairly quickly.
Thank you.
Okay, as such, I'm going to order you released on your own recognizance. If I can have you step to your left. All right, Jonathan Walker, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Jonathan William Ray Walker, 8582.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to both counts. Your next court date is a status conference on December 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st, both at 8:30 a.m. in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, I have reviewed the probable cause statement provided by law enforcement. I'm also looking at your criminal history. You have no failures to appear. And to me, your priors are pretty old. So with that said, as long as you promise this court that you're gonna appear at your next court date on your own volition, I'm gonna go ahead and release you on your own.
I promise, sir. I promise.
Fantastic, fantastic. You are released on your own recognizance. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not gonna go over all of them with you. You're gonna get a copy of all your paperwork on your way, as you move to your left and on your way out of here today.
Hey, sir, you have a good holiday.
Thank you. You too. All right, who haven't I seen?
FOJ.
The FOJs, but then there's somebody, was there a house call is not a house call anymore?
No, we had an added house call. Number 10.
Officers, who's the gentleman with the hoodie?
Mrs. Smith.
They're both FOJs.
They're both FOJs, all right. All right, if I can have, Benjamin Smith come to the podium, please. Where's the FOJ script? Good morning.
Good morning.
Give me 1 second. Come on, okay, here it is. All right. Have you been given a laminated card?
Yes, I read through that.
Okay, all right. It's the fugitive of justice advisement. Okay, all right. Okay, we're on the record, or let's get on the record here on number 32 on the calendar. Sir, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Benjamin Amos Smith, 7/18/75.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Smith, there's a warrant for your arrest that's been issued by the state of California. The state wants you back on this warrant. I have double checked it, and they are willing to extradite. Before the court started with your matter, you were given a laminated card. Did you have a chance to read that paperwork?
I did.
All right. As I stated, you're here on a warrant from the state of California. You have a choice to make at this time. You could choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, or you can demand extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are sent back to California. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the requesting state to come and get you. That 30 days would start tomorrow, as long as you do not have any other criminal charges pending against you anywhere else in the state of Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, that 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. If you choose to have an extradition hearing, one, I will set your extradition hearing for December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter because extradition matters are generally considered civil in nature, and you don't have a right to an attorney on civil matters, but you can hire one at your own expense. Yeah, you are also entitled to bail in this case. That bail would be a secured appearance amount in the amount of, and I believe the California judge that issued this warrant also issued a bond in the amount of $25,000. $25,000, and that's to me it appears it's a secured appearance bond. I can't see either way, so I'm not gonna make it cash. It's going to be secured appearance. If you are unable to post that bond, you will be held in custody until the time that another judge at your next hearing on the 22nd modifies your bail. Let's see. Again, if you do not waive your extradition right, governor's warrant signed by both governors of both states is required to extradite you back to California. That process could take up to 90 days to do. All right. Have you had a chance to think about it? Do you want to waive, or do you want to?
I don't even know what this is about. I don't have the money for an attorney. I've been cleaning up stuff in my life, so I don't even know what the heck this is about. So I'm kind of stuck.
Okay. So I mean, it's allegedly it's evading evading an officer. This is California code. I'm not familiar with it. Evading an officer and willful disregard and unlawful vehicle lighting. I don't know what that means in California. I don't have it. There's no equivalent here.
What was the last one?
VC, unlawful vehicle lighting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, there's nothing equivalent here, so I can't make any kind of analogy.
I guess I'm stuck here for 30 days. I don't even know what it's about. So I don't really have a choice.
If you want to waive, so then you're waiving your right, and then that would trigger the 30-day period. If you don't waive, then you're here up to 90 days.
It sounds like it's about my only choice. I don't see what 90 days on something I don't even know what it's about. And I don't have the money for an attorney, so
okay.
I'd say that I'm stuck.
All right. I understand at this time you wish to waive, you wish to sign a waiver of extradition. I need to ask you a couple of questions before we move forward. I don't know if you have a waiver of extradition form in front of you.
I don't have it any longer.
Oh, okay. So you're going to read your waiver of extradition paperwork. It's what I just went over. You're going to be asked to, you understand that you don't have to sign the paperwork. Do you understand that you have a right to an extradition hearing? And that you're waiving that right at this time? I need you to answer audibly.
Yes.
Okay. So let me go back. Do you understand that you don't have to sign the paperwork?
Yes.
The paperwork will be up here when it's time. Do you understand that I understand that you have read the extradition paperwork?
Yes.
Paperwork or laminate in front of you. Do you understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire an attorney at your own expense?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that the governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned if you're waiving that hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail unless non-bailable, but you are bailable pursuant to California? Do you understand that you have a right to bail?
Yes.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork, in fact, waiving your right to extradition hearing?
Not really, but I don't have a choice. I mean, I don't have a better answer than that. This is pretty messed up. It's not something I don't really want to say yes to. I mean, I don't know what else to say, Your Honor. I have no idea what this is about. It doesn't seem fair.
I can't comment any more than what I'm seeing on the warrant and the charges that I see on the warrant. So if you don't affirmatively acknowledge.
So I'm stuck in a corner. I have no right to get an attorney's help because you guys can't do anything, and I can't get an attorney's help without having money at this time for an attorney.
It's because it's a civil matter. If it was
but I heard they're extraditing me on a felony warrant.
The warrant is for a felony matter. Extradition itself is considered a civil matter. So that's why you don't have a right to an attorney on the extradition. I'm sure when you get back to California, they'll probably give you an attorney on the criminal matter.
Okay.
So,
well, that's fine. I agree on everything. I'll just do the 30 days. It's fine.
So you are waiving your right to an extradition?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign this paperwork?
No.
And have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medications in the last 24 hours that affect your ability to make an intelligent decision here today?
No.
Okay. I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and involuntarily are signing the waiver, and I'm also going to be signing it as well. I am directing the sheriff's office to notify the requesting state that you are ready to return. The requesting state will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are, again, local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, your 30 days won't start until the conclusion of this case. If they don't pick you up in 30 days and you don't post the bond, you're going to be released. So, all right, do you have any other questions for me? All right, if I can have you step to your right here to sign for your paperwork. I'm gonna, yeah, I know. So he's choosing to waive. I hit this. I hit this? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because he's choosing to waive? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. That's it. He's choosing to waive, so I hit yes, and then I just save and sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just have to show you the papers, so.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
You can go slower if you need to. I'm gonna have you sign this side.
Hold on this side?
Yeah, it's easier for you, yeah.
Okay.
And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and sign your first side. Okay, go ahead and sign the second side. Oh, you're all good.
Yeah. So in the paperwork, you're going to receive your next court date is December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Oh, okay. Perfect. I've seen the proof. Wonderful. All right, sir. I think, good?
All good.
All right. I think that's it. Your next hearing's on the, it'll be indicated in your thing on the 22nd. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, come on in, ma'am. Good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Janita English, 10/18/89.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you are also here as a result of a fugitive of justice warrant stemming from the state of Ohio. It is alleged that you are wanted there for the rehab and corrections for parole violations. Have you had a chance to review that laminated piece of card in front of you? All right. I'm going to go ahead and begin here. You've given me your full name and your date of birth. There's a warrant for your arrest issued by the state of Ohio. Let me double check something. Right. From the state of Ohio. The state wants you back pursuant to this warrant. Before the court, you were given, before you appeared, before this court, you were given a laminated card, and did you have a chance again to read that card and paperwork?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for answering audibly. As I stated earlier, you have the warrant from the state of Ohio. You have a choice to make at this time. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting date, that will happen within the next 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you're sent back to Ohio. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the requesting state to come and get you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any other criminal charges pending against you in the state of Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in the state of Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges or those other charges are resolved. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, I will set your next hearing date for December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I cannot appoint an attorney for you in this matter because extradition matters are considered civil in nature, but you do have a right to hire an attorney at your own expense if you so choose. You're also entitled to bail in this matter. If you are you are not entitled to bail in this matter because this stems from a parole or probation violation.
Is that the only thing that's on there?
Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing on your warrant is the fact that it's a parole violation.
Okay.
And so parole violations do not qualify for bond. Okay. Again, if you do choose not to sign extradition orders or waive your extradition right, a governor's warrant signed by both governors of both states would be required to extradite you. And again, that could take up to 90 days to happen. At this point, do you wish to waive your right to an extradition hearing?
They can just come pick me up and get this over with.
Okay.
I don't want to stall this out any longer.
All right. So, by your answer, am I correct in assuming that you're waiving your right to an extradition? Okay. I understand at this time that you do want to waive your right to extradition. I need to ask you a few questions as we're making a record. Have you read the waiver of extradition paperwork in front of you? Do you understand that you do not have to sign it? to sign the paperwork that you'll be receiving here momentarily?
Yes, I understand.
Do you understand that you have a right to an extradition hearing?
I understand.
Do you understand that you have a right to hire an attorney at your own expense?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned if you wish not to waive your right to extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to bail unless you're non-bailable for offenses like parole
Yes.
violations? Thank you. Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign this paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that would affect your ability to
No.
make decisions here today? That was a no?
No.
Okay. I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I'm also going to be signing it as well. I'm directing the sheriff's office to notify the requesting state, Ohio, that you are ready for your return. The requesting state will again have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, again, you will not, your 30 days won't start until those matters are resolved. Do you have any questions from me at this time?
No.
Okay, so. Okay. If I can have you step to your right, please.
You can pull it lower so that you do space. And then maybe right side first. Oh, you're all good.
All right, so she's walking back there. I'm going to ask you, since you're closest to the bench, any updates as to Andreas, Andrew Barnhart, David Garcia, Chad McDonald, Adele Deltron, and/or Mr. John Doe? Thank you. Thank you.
No update, Your Honor. They're still in the same location.
And is it because they are? Okay. So since there's no updates, I find that the individuals I just named on the calendar are a danger to themselves or displaying seriously disruptive behavior. As such, I will be making a house call as to those individuals. Let's start with number 23 on the calendar, Andrew Andrus. And he's here for a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of possession of, for a class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date, I will advise him, is on December 19th. That's going to be a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that he has violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of his probation. I'm going to affirm, it is my inclination to affirm the bond in the amount of $1,000. Mr. Andrews' second matter is number 23 on the calendar, which is also a probation violation matter for a class 4 felony from the Maricopa County Superior Court. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date, I will advise him, is a probation revocation arraignment and disposition hearing also on December 19th, also at 8:30 a.m., also in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that he has violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of his probation, and I am inclined to affirm the previously set bond amount in the amount of $250 secured appearance bond. Next matter is number 10 on the calendar, Andrew Barnhart. Mr. Barnhart is here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of burglary, a Class 3 felony, one count of aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, one count of criminal trespass, a Class 6 felony, and 2 counts of criminal damage, both Class 1 misdemeanors. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date, I will advise him, is a status conference on December 18th at 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing also at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to Mr. Barnhart's release conditions on this matter, number 10 on the calendar, the court is inclined to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000 secured appearance bond, followed by with additional release conditions, like for instance, supervision of pretrial services, and that he be equipped with an electronic monitoring device before his release from custody. Other release conditions include not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, not to have any contact with the alleged victim. Oh, I'm going to have to reprint that since he's not, because I accidentally put probation. So,
Which one you're on?
wait, is he on probation? He is on probation. No, never mind. We're not going to have to reprint it. Mr. Barnhart's second matter, number 12 on the calendar, is a probation violation warrant as a Class 2 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 19th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. It is my inclination to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. Mr. Barnhart is looking at a Term 1 violation. The new matter, as previously stated, is for burglary, aggravated assault, and a DV allegation. There is a high likelihood of revocation to DOC. Should he be able to post bond, he must also contact his probation officer within 72 hours. Next matter on the calendar, David Garcia, number 9. Mr. Garcia is here on a new matter stemming from the Santan Justice Court. I have found probable cause to exist as to that matter. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date is an arraignment hearing on December 16th at 9 a.m. I am inclined to release Mr. Garcia on his own recognizance. Next matter on the calendar is Chad McDonald. Mr. McDonald is here on a new case stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to this matter, as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent Mr. McDonald. His next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to Mr. McDonald's release conditions, the court is inclined to impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,500. There are other release conditions which apply. I'm not going to go over all of them on record, but Mr. McDonald will be receiving a copy of all the release conditions in the paperwork, as will all the defendants I've named. It will be naming as part of the house call. Next on the calendar is number 17, Adele Beltran. Mr. Beltran is here as a result of a bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for one count of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. His next court date is December 18th at 8:30 a.m. That's going to be a status conference in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in his case, I am inclined to affirm the $1,000 secured appearance bond, again, as previously said. by a previous judicial officer. And finally, number 31 on the calendar is John Doe. No information as to Mr. Doe's true identity has been revealed yet, and so I am, at this point, I'm going to just affirm that with Mr. Doe, and if Mr. Doe does not reveal his true identity to the court, then I will be pushing Mr. Doe's matter to the 11 o'clock. It's my inclination to push Mr. Doe's matter to the 11 o'clock calendar. All right, I think that sums it up for all the parties for the house calls. If after visiting with any of these individuals, I do change my inclination, I will do so in a separate writing and not go back on record. As such, we are concluded on this matter for the 8 a.m. calendar. All right, thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is the 11 a.m. calendar, initial appearance calendar for December 13th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought to the interpreter, I apologize. I just speed read everything. I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to slow down.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for December 13th, 2025.
Esta es la comparecencia inicial de las 11 de la mañana del 13 de diciembre del 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints
Las órdenes judiciales de la toma de huellas dactilares y pruebas de ADN
that were given on the first calendar of this month
que se fijaron para la primera agenda del primero de este mes
shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Corresponden para todas las causas agendadas.
Okay. I'm also going to read the victim's rights advisement.
También voy a leer el informe de derecho a las víctimas.
If you are a victim of a crime,
si es víctima de un delito,
with a case pending before this court,
en una causa pendiente ante este tribunal,
you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law.
Se le informa que tiene garantías bajo la ley del estado de Arizona.
That, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect.
Que entre otros incluye que se le trate con respeto, dignidad.
The right to a speedy trial.
El derecho a un juicio rápido.
The right to be present at court proceedings.
El derecho de estar presente en diligencias judiciales.
The right to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney.
El derecho de escoger si quiere ser entrevistado por medio del acusado o el licenciado del mismo.
To be heard before the court makes a decision on release.
Que se le conozca antes de que el juez haga una decisión en cuestión a la puesta en libertad.
Negotiation of a plea, scheduling, and sentencing.
La negociación de un convenio resolutorio, agendas e imposición de pena.
and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss.
Y de recibir resarcimiento por medio de la persona que se ha hallado culpable de su pérdida.
If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights,
Si no se le ha proporcionado con una declaración por escrito de todas las garantías a la víctima,
please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
por favor comuníquese con la sala o el departamento de la Fiscalía.
Okay. Let's start with number 2 on the calendar, Mario Corona. If you can come to the podium, please.
Vamos a empezar con el número 2 en la lista de comparecientes, Mario Corona, por favor. And the interpreter will mute here and I will be interpreting simultaneously. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Buenos días. Mi nombre es Mario Guillén Corona. Mi fecha de nacimiento es 5/16 de 1973.
Good morning. My name is Mario Guillén Corona. My date of birth is May 16, 1973.
Thank you. Sir, you are here as a result of a new matter
Sí, entiendo.
stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you committed one count of unlawful flight, a Class 5 felony, one count of extreme DUI, above a 1.5, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of DUI as a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of a DUI above a .08 as a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of reckless driving as a Class 2 misdemeanor, and one count of excessive speed by 20 miles an hour. That's a Class 3 misdemeanor. I have found that probable cause exists as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st. Both matters are at 8:30 in the morning, and both matters are in the downtown Superior Court. I have reviewed your criminal history, and it appears that you do not have any felony priors or failure to appears. As such, I have also reviewed the Form 4, given the totality of the circumstances, I will be releasing you here today on your own recognizance. There are certain other release conditions which apply. They include not to have any contact with the arresting officers, that you do not possess any weapons, that you do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, that you do not possess or consume any alcohol, that you do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and that you continue to provide the court with proof of your local address.
Sí, entiendo.
Okay, you're going to get a copy of all of, thank you. You're going to get a copy of all my release orders here in writing, if I can have you step to your left.
Muchas gracias. Ahí está la fecha, ¿verdad? Del día del appointment, el 29.
The date is included there, right, for the 29th?
A las 8:30 aquí, ¿verdad?
At 8:30.
Could I ask the interpreter to repeat that, the translation?
The date is included on the document, right? The 29 at 8:30 here, correct?
Correct. Your date is included in the paperwork you're about to receive and the address where you're supposed to go.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
Magdaleno Torres to the podium, please. And if I can have Tomas Hernandez come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Mi nombre es Magdaleno Ibarra Torres. Nací el 22 de julio del 2003.
Magdaleno Ibarra Torres. I was born on July 22nd, 2003.
Thank you. Sir, you are here today for a new case stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of possession of narcotics for sale, a Class 2 felony, and one count of possession of narcotics as a Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, and that's followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd. Both matters at 8:30 a.m. and both matters in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has taken into account that this is your first offense. But there were also a large quantity of pills found in your possession. And you are a possible flight risk in the eyes of the court. These factors outweigh the fact that this is just your first offense. As such, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. If you are able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions which apply. They include not to have any contact with the arresting officers, not to possess any weapons, not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, not to possess or consume any alcohol, not to drive a vehicle without a valid driver's license, and to continue to provide the court with proof of your local address. A copy of all of my orders and your release conditions will be provided to you in writing momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. Tomas Hernandez, please. Thank you. And if I can have Luan Fundura come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Tomás Lizardo Hernández.
Could you ask him to move the...
Sí. Ahora sí. Tomás Lizardo.
Thomas, the interpreter couldn't understand the second word. It's not intelligible. Hernandez.
Okay. And when were you born?
Pardon, the interpreter is unintelligible. And when the interpreter asks to, well, Your Honor, will you please ask him to speak in Spanish, please?
Yeah, so because we are using an interpreter, even though you may understand a little bit of English, of what I'm saying to you, I would still ask that you respond in Spanish. Okay, could you please give me your date of birth again?
Okay. No.
When were you born?
Tomás Lizardo Hernández, 2/6/72.
Tomas, unintelligible from the interpreter. Hernandez, February 1972.
Okay. Were you born on February 2nd or February 26th?
No, nací aquí, estaba la mano estimado, y trabajo en Maricopa.
I was born here. Moment, señor. I was born here.
Y me
I was in your
my
What day were you born? What day were you born? The 2nd or the 26th?
Juárez, pero no me acuerdo. No, tuve un golpe de una llanta de una loma.
I don't recall a tire hit me that was coming down the hill.
Okay, let the record reflect that the court's information is that the defendant was born on February 26th, 1972. And that the defendant did state his correct first and last name. Sir, you are here on a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on December 19th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. If you are able to post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay, you're going to get a copy of your paperwork here momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Mi mamá Chabela Elizardo y mi esposa, Maguay. Ella me arregló.
My mom, Chabela
Y
Elizaldo,
cuando,
my wife,
cuando
that
me
she's the
llegó la
one that
mica,
Let her finish. Let her finish. I'm sorry, Madam Interpreter, please continue.
the interpreter had finished interpreting, Your Honor, and the interpreter's having difficulties understanding the person at the podium.
Okay. Your next court date is in about 5-6 days. I'm going to give you a copy of your paperwork. If I can have you step to your left.
Okay. Thank you.
Pásenme los audífonos. Aquí están tus papeles. ¿Quién se acabó? ¿Quién se acabó de entrar? Pues es un espacio que se llama.
Okay, is that Mr. Fundura? Okay, yeah, have him. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Lilluan Carmenate Fundora, 12 de julio de 1990.
Lilluan Carmenate Fondura, 7/12/1990.
Thank you. Sir, you're here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of shoplifting or facilitation to shoplift as a Class 4 felony and one count of possession of dangerous drugs, also as a Class 4 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to both counts. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 29th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 31st. Both matters are at 8:30 in the morning, and both matters are in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has considered the fact that you have no prior felony convictions and no prior failures to appear. As such, I will be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. There are some additional release conditions that you must abide by upon your release. You are not to go back to the scene of the alleged crime. And you are not to have any contact with the alleged victims. You are also not to have any contact with the arresting officers. You are not to possess any weapons. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol. You're also not to drive a vehicle without a valid driver's license. And you must continue to provide this court with proof of your address. You're going to get a copy of all my release conditions in the paperwork here you're about to receive momentarily. If I can have you step to your left, please. If I can have the interpreter switch back to the general audio mode.
Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Could you, I think that's it, but could you please announce to the gallery whether or not somebody needs the services of an additional services of an interpreter?
¿Alguien más en la sala necesita los servicios de interpretación judicial en español?
Okay, I did not see any hands raised, so there having been none, I thank the interpreter for her time here this morning. And I'm going to go ahead and excuse the interpreter as well. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. The interpreter will be disconnecting. Thank you.
If I could have Mitcha or Mika McKay, please come to the podium. And if I can have Eric Doyle come to the chair next to the door, please. Good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Michael McKay, 04/29/2006.
Okay. So your first name is Michael, not M-I-C-H-A.
It's M-I-C-H-A, Micah.
Oh, Micah.
Yes, sir.
I apologize. I misheard. Micah McKay, and then your date of birth for me again.
04/29/2006.
Thank you very much. Okay. Sir, you are here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of discharging a firearm within city limits. That's a Class 6 felony. One count of carrying a weapon in the commission of a felony. That's a Class 6 felony. And one count of carrying a weapon while being under the age of 21. That's a misdemeanor. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is December 18th. December 18th, that's going to be a status conference, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd. Both matters are going to be at 8:30 in the morning, and both are going to be in the downtown Superior Court. Excuse me. Excuse me. As to your release conditions, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. $25,000 secured appearance bond. If you are able to post that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the crime or the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim. There are additional release conditions that are also imposed. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you're going to get a copy of everything here in writing momentarily. If I can have you step to your left. All right, if I can have Eric Doyle come to the podium, please. And if I can have Francisco Perez come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Eric Lee Doyle, January 22nd, 1967.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is alleged that you have committed one count of aggravated assault. That's a Class 3 felony. One count of misconduct involving weapons is a Class 4 felony. One count of disorderly conduct is a Class 6 felony. One count of threatening and intimidating is a Class 6 felony. And one count of endangerment also is a Class 6 felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to all counts. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th at 8:30 in the morning. That's going to be followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd, also at 8:30 in the morning, both matters in the downtown Superior Court. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, thank you. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. $10,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to make or post that bond, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but you're going to get a copy of everything here in writing momentarily. If I can have you step to your left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Francisco Perez, please come to the podium. And if I can have Elias Ocampo come to the chair next to the door. Good morning, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Francisco Anthony Perez Jr., 10/16/1992.
So there's a junior as a suffix
Yes.
in your name? Okay. I'm going to let the record reflect that the court is amending the court record to reflect a junior as a suffix and at the end of Mr. Perez's name. And could you give me your date of birth again?
10/16/1992.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here on several matters, 4 total. The first is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for 1 count of robbery as a felony. I have found probable cause to exist as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on December 18th, followed by a preliminary hearing on December 22nd, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000 secured appearance bond. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that you must abide by, including not returning to the scene of the alleged crime or having any contact with the alleged victims, and the fact that you must report to your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. The rest of your release conditions I'm not going to go over, but you're going to get a copy of everything here shortly. Next matter, your second matter, number 14 on the calendar, is a Superior Court probation violation warrant from Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 5 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you on that matter as well, or on this matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation hearing and possible disposition hearing on December 19th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, because you're on probation on this matter and you allegedly committed a new matter, the first term of everybody's probation is term 1. It's not to commit new offenses or possibly commit new offenses while on probation. So that's what I mean when I'm about to say that term 1 violation, that there's a term 1 violation on your probation. So with that said, the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 for the probation matter. Should you be able to post that bond, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Your third matter, number 15 on the calendar, it's also a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition